Every week we seem to find something goofy that Stan Fischler puts out, and this is this week's installment, where for some reason he's taken shots at Bobby Rousseau, recently traded to the New York Rangers. He calls these the Rangers Papers, which of course is a reference to in 1971 that controversy in the United States about the Pentagon Papers. And he says, wouldn't it be nice if someone unearthed the new New York Rangers version of the Pentagon Papers? Then all Gotham Shinny fans who pay $8 a ticket would understand precisely what went on behind the scenes in the inexplicable Bob Nevin to Minnesota for Bobby Rousseau deal. Ranger GM coach Emil Francis developed his latest in what some observers consider a long line of credibility gaps when he announced that Rousseau can do more things than Nevin. Really? According to Stan? Fischler writes that Rousseau cannot score as many or more goals than Bob Nevin, based on last season's stats. He's right there. He can't get more assists, based on last season's stats. He's right there. He can't play a better defensive game, nor can he kill penalties more competently than Nevin. That's debatable. Rousseau is 2 inches shorter and 20 pounds lighter, so he doesn't fulfill the heavyweight image Francis likes to tell people he emphasizes. Of course, if you know anything about running a hockey team, you don't have a team full of heavyweights. There are skill players that are needed as well. Stan Fischler allegedly would know that. So who, Fischler says, is Francis kidding that Rousseau for Nevin is an even trade? Now, just what Nevin did wrong to inspire his deportation to Minnesota is a question that has been bugging Bob a little more than little. Now, Fischler didn't talk to Bob Nevin. Make no mistake about that. What he's writing on here is about a column that Milt Dunnell had in the Toronto Star, where instead of Stan Fischler sometimes posts articles or sells articles to the Star, but he reads the Star, and most of his stuff, he knows what's going on if he reads Milt Dunnell. And Nevin had told Milt Dunnell that he never got a word from Emil Francis about that deal. Of course, Nevin was and has a playoff record to prove that he's so much better than Bobby Rousseau. This is Fischler's main point. Rousseau will not help the Rangers during the playoffs as much as Bob Nevin would. So there's no credibility there, according to Stan Fischler. Well, I hate to give out spoilers, but in this case, I want to just point out how off-base Stan Fischler was in this one. Well, here's what we had. Rousseau outscored Bob Nevin in the 71-72 season by 21 goals to 15, and he had more points than Nevin, 57 to 34. In the playoffs, Bobby Rousseau, the little guy who can't do anything, had 17 points in 16 games for the Rangers. In the 72 playoffs, Bob Nevin played 6 games for the North Stars in the playoffs and had 2 points. Now, there's a lot of context that you have to go on here. I don't think Bob was happy in Minnesota. And Bob, by the way, is one of the real good guys in hockey. I had a chance to talk to Bob several times over the past 10 years, and he always answered a lot of questions about different trades and things quite well. Bob did not have a great year in Minnesota. Bobby Rousseau was everything Emil Francis said he would. He killed penalties during the season. He played the point in the power play. They used him at center and on the wing better than the North Stars had used him. And actually all Stan was trying to do here was, of course, stir up a little controversy, get his brand out there in front of hockey fans who really might not be paying attention to the words he put on the paper.